So good day everyone, my name is Johnny Aceres and I will discuss what I have learned towards METO, so meteorology. So there are 3 points that I should get in on. So first is the types of clouds and precipitation, followed by the structures of depressions and the anticyclones. So first, let's talk about clouds. So what process that creates clouds? Condensation is the process of water vapor turning back into liquid water, with the best example being those big fluffy clouds floating over your head, and when the water droplets in cloud combine, they become heavy enough to form raindrops to rain down into your head. So what is clouds? So clouds in meteorology means an aerosol consisting of a visible mass of minute liquid droplets, frozen crystals or other particles suspended in the atmosphere of a planetary body or similar space. But right now, I'm about to inform the types of clouds based on their classifications, altitude, and the three troposphere levels. So low level clouds, middle level clouds, and high level clouds. So the types of low level clouds, for example, is the cumulus. Cumulus is a cloud forming rounded masses heaped on each other above flat base at fairly low altitude. So cumulonimbus, cloud forming a towering mass with a flat base at fairly low altitude and often a flat top, as in thunderstorms. Stratus. Stratus is a thick gray cloud that forms at low latitude. Stratus cumulus. So the type called simply stratus formed from a low layer of gray extending over a large area. So while in the middle clouds, so we have altocumulus. So altocumulus clouds are generally associated with settled weather and will normally appear with white or gray-white shading. Altostratus. So what is altostratus? So altostratus are large mid-level sheets of thin cloud usually composed of mixture of water droplets and ice crystals. They are thin enough in parts to allow you to see the sun weakly through the cloud. Nimbostratus. Nimbostratus are dark, low-level clouds are accompanied by light to moderate falling precipitation. Last is highly level clouds. Cirrus. Cirrus clouds are short, detached hair-like clouds found at the high altitudes. These delicate clouds are wispy with silky sheen or like a tuft of hair. Cirrocumulus. So cirrocumulus is a type of cloud in which it considered as the last highly covered. It belongs to the cirrus clouds and they have the same definition and also coincide with the cirrus stratus. So next will be the precipitation. So what is precipitation? So precipitation is any product of the condensation of an atmosphere water vapor that falls under gravity form of clouds, while the types of precipitation are rain, drizzle, ice pellets, hail, small hail, sleet, snow, snow grains, and ice crystals. So now let's proceed to the structures of depression. So an air mass is a volume of air defined by its temperature and water vapor content. They may cover hundreds of thousands of square miles and adopt the characteristics of the surface below. They are grouped into categories based on their source region: continental Arctic, maritime tropical, continental tropical, maritime polar, continental polar. In relation to cold front, which the cold air behind the front undercuts the warm air of the warm sector, and warm front, that air is in the warm sector, that depression meets the denser cold air on the front boundary. The warm air overrides it, and also in the northern hemisphere, winds circulate around the depression in anti-clockwise directions. In the southern hemisphere, winds circulate around a depression in a clockwise direction. So from now, lastly, we should conclude is the anticyclone. So what is anticyclones? An anticyclone is the opposite to a cyclone, which has a weather pattern described as a large scale with circulation around the central area of high atmospheric pressure clockwise in the northern hemisphere and counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. Anticyclones are associated with quiet and good conditions. also classified as a high pressure area. Anticyclones may be either hot or cold. Hot anticyclones are all subscatter at some higher altitude. Anticyclones are characterized by largely warm troposphere, and anticyclone is one in which the lower troposphere is filled by cold air. As a result, it has relatively shallow circulation. For example, anticyclones that pass into fast circulation. So lower latitudes behind the depression family comes up. So that's all the discussion between the clouds and precipitation and also the structures of depressions and the anticyclone. And that's all. Have a good day and thank you.